What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I don't even know how to describe what's going down today. All I'm gonna say is this deck is probably the wildest deck you're not playing. And it comes from the mind of JRR2 John Roberts, who we've featured his stuff on the channel before. Feel free to check out his Twitch. He does stream multiple times a week. One of the most fun creative deck builders that I've come across. And we've played some of his stuff on the channel here before. But this one, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's way different, using some unique cards together. Cards I've wanted to put into a deck I didn't have a home for. So I'm really excited about this one. This is one of those times I'm really excited about a deck. I'm probably going to butcher it while playing it, but it looks like a lot of fun. So definitely looking forward to that today. Remember though, if you haven't, please take a second to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps me out and it lets you get notified every time we have a wild deck like today available. But yeah, grab a drink, sit tight, and let's go look at this. I don't even know how to, it's a Grixis pile. I don't know, but let's go take a look at it. Okay, in all seriousness, I had no idea what to call this, so it is just being referred to as a Grixis pile. Hope that's not insulting to you, JRR, if you're watching. Alright, so we've got a couple of village rights that goes with these Claim the Firstborns right below it. We're playing one Weaponize the Monsters, which I'm a big fan of. I've been wanting to find more spots for this card anyway. A couple of Witch's Ovens, which again, if you steal the opponent's stuff, you have multiple ways to sacrifice it here. This is kind of like a little sacrifice package. You've got Null Priest of Oblivion, which lets you get stuff back out of your graveyard. Illyrios Enraptured, which makes a token, also nice. Woestrider also makes tokens that you can sacrifice and shoot or turn into food or whatever. Bonecrusher Giants, just 3 of them. This one's a real quirky card. We're talking about Irreverent Revelers. So this card is a 2/2 with haste, or when it comes into play, it can target an artifact to destroy it. I mean, you know, if you want to get rid of stuff like the Great Hinge, or I guess even Glass Caskets, things like that, like this card can do that. Or it can just come out and be a 2/2 attacker. So it'd be interesting to see how this works in this list. I'm not changing anything. I'm playing this just as JR made it. I don't want to touch it, just because, one, I don't know enough about it, or even can even begin to tell you what would be a better or worse card, because I've played 0 games with it. So I feel like I'd be doing it a disservice to go in changing things at this point. The Royal Scions. 2 of these. I am a big fan of this card. I had a Gruul list that splashed for this a while back and really loved it. 2 Thassa's, which Thassa is very good in this list when you're talking about, you know, let's blink out Woestrider or an Illyrios or whatever and make these extra tokens that we can sack for 2 damage, we can gain life, we can draw cards, right? So it's kind of neat to have that option in here with Thassa. Tentative Connection. Now this is another interesting card you don't see a lot of, but it's another gain control effect. It costs 3 less if you control a creature with Menace, but otherwise it is just pay for, steal a creature, untap it, it has haste. So it's another way to steal your opponent's stuff. And then the Crowan War, which is more ways to steal things. Now obviously this deck's going to suffer a little bit against stuff like control decks. However, it does have stuff like Weaponize the Monsters and things like that, and Royal Scions, that you can produce enough damage to still get the job done. So I know some of you are probably looking and go, man, that's a lot of ways to steal opponent's stuff, but it actually serves up okay. Then we got Atris, another great card, lets you load your hand. You kind of get to play the guessing game with your opponent, which is kind of fun. I always try to figure out how I can get my opponent to pick the cards I want them to pick, so it's pretty fun. And the fact that Atris randomly does have Menace, which works with Tentative Connection. So, I mean, there's an option there. Cure Best the Sea God does create an 8/8 when it comes into play, which is nice. And then you can tap your opponent's stuff, and then you again gain control of permanent an opponent controls. So lots of things to take stuff from your opponent. You can blink stuff with Thassa, which is really nice. Get reusable stuff from all your cards, which is super fantastic. You know, sacking things to gain life or deal damage. I mean, so there's a lot. You can see kind of the theme of what's going on with the deck. It's a lot of interesting stuff that fits well together. Whether it does anything or not, I have no idea. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, but lands, we've got a couple of Castle Locthwain, 1 Swamp, 3 Mountains, 4 Pathways, 1 Temple of Deceit, 4 River Guide Pathways, 4 Temple of Malice, 2 Savai Triumph, 3 Fabled Passage. There's a sideboard with this, but we're going to be playing best of 1 as usual on the channel, just so hopefully we get to play it in front of more deck list. But yeah, I know this went longer than normal, where I spend time on the deck. I probably spent about 4 or 5 minutes here. But there's just a large spread of cards here, and they're all doing different things and being used in a different setting than they normally are. So hopefully this wasn't too long. And now we're just going to go get into the games in the arena. All right, keeping it. All right, there's a goose. I guess we'll try to kill on second turn here. All right, Florahedron makes sense. It's arguable because of the situation we could kill the Florahedron instead. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just kill the goose anyway. In case there's some food shenanigans afoot. I assume they have more lands in hand though, because they just cast the Florahedrons. That makes sense. Alright, Bronodon is a thing. Alright, Visionary, sure. You know, deck, I wouldn't mind something that lets us sack a thing. That would be cool. I mean, I guess I'll set one of these to, well, I'm just going to do this for now. Can't set my mind up on what colors I want to do with these. Plus, I don't know, having this information first before attacking feels a little better, because it gives me a chance to try to assess, like, what do I want to take out of what's presented to me. Maybe they might give us, I don't know, we don't have anything that has double black. I was thinking they might go, well, you don't have double this color. Well, I won't take another Atris. I'll just take the other 2 cards. Okay, claim the Firstborn. Not the worst thing. We'll attack, I guess. I mean, taking the Atris would have been better, though. Opponent made good piles. I mean, we also had another Atris in hand, though, so we weren't really incentivized to take one anyway. Alright, 6 mana. What you got, opponent? Gargaroth, sweet. Give us something to sack the Gargaroth, please. Village Rites. Gosh, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, boy. Yeah. Alright, I guess we keep this. Can't ask for too much more here. I mean, we could, but it'd be kind of silly. I mean, we did get to weaponize the monsters, which is kind of nice. Though, in this scenario, we may just be incentivized to take a thing and Village Rites it. Sad, but that may be the thing we have to use it on. Nope, not true. Okay, well, we're going to need black mana, so we got to do this. an innkeeper. I suppose that's a thing too. What's the best thing to do here? Innkeeper's probably worse because they can't attack us with the beast. At least not yet. Okay, that was kind of a nice pickup. Sure. Alright, so they've got something else. They're not interested in playing the beast here. We'll take that. Though another red land wouldn't have been the worst thing, but... Alright, so they've got nothing else to remove here. Unless they get to kill one of our creatures, obviously. I think we just take theirs. And then we go to attack. Sacrifice it. Sure, sounds good. Then we'll play this. Don't think we're going to need a second Witch's Oven. Could be wrong, but I don't think we will. And now having the Crow and War, weaponized monsters, like this feels better, for sure. Ooh, that's cute. Let's keep that on top. And then that should buy us time. At the very least. Okay. Sure. Alright, now we just gotta figure out what we want to do with all of these cards. Because we definitely want to get to weaponize the monsters out there. Pretty certain of that. Just debating if I want to play Atris and play this tapped, or just play the Royal Scions here. But I think I'm actually just going to play this here. No. This is tough. Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. And put this in tapped. Because we don't want to kill the 1/1, because the opponent will be forced to attack with their Lovestruck Beast because they're Crow and War. Alright, so the question now is just, do I want to give up our Bonecrusher Giant, where if we block, they could probably shoot it. Though they probably just Embercleave or something here. So let's just do this. That feels smarter. And that would be their play for the turn. Yep. We're okay with that. Which is why I'm also glad I didn't block the other way. Because I would end up losing the Bonecrusher Giant and our Lovestruck Beast. We would have taken less damage, but it would have kind of been a at what cost scenario. Alright, we're at 7. We will take our turn. Get to kill the opponent's things. So far, so good. We will play the Revelers, killing an Embercleave. We will play the Royal Scions, giving this thing +2. We're gonna attack. Put this into play tapped, and we're gonna hope for the best. Castle Lochthwain, you are not what we're looking for here. Alright, so now we've got lethal with this Weaponize the Monsters. Alright. Bone Crusher. They did have another one. Look at that. Again, could have sacked it for food. I gotta remember to do that with this silly Witch's Oven. I think this is still gonna do it though. Because we can give this first strike and trample, so that's gonna be 6. They'll take 3, go to 6. Null Priest. Actually seems pretty legit here. Because I can get back a haste creature. So yeah, in case something goes awry. Ha! And it was 2 land. Look at that. We chose correctly.
Strike fear into the heart.
Oh my. Did they just have Embercleave to just try to kill us? Because that's what's going on? Alright, because they would deal 10 minus 2 is 8. Okay, yeah, if it's just Vivian, we're good. Because we can just sacrifice creatures at this point. They're 2 points apiece.
I called.
So despite my best mistakes, still doesn't change much of anything. I mean, yeah, no matter how I did it, they don't really have an out. Yeah, because Atris has Menace. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, we'll keep it. See if we can draw some lands to go with this. Much as I want to play this Weaponize the Monsters, we're going to pass. See if maybe we could shoot something. I guess the opponent has the same idea. Alright, so be it. That has to go away. We get hit with the Bone Crusher Giant? We do. Well, we drew the wrong land. Though, I will take 2 here. We'll attack. Then we'll sacrifice this thing. Oh, target the opponent. Sacrifice this. Not the way we planned on winning here, but, you know, well, sometimes you take what you can get. Fireblade Charger. Cool, cool. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this Bolt Hound and pass. It would be lovely if the opponent would be so kind as to Embercleave. Ah, that's funny. Alright, I can't even be mad about it. Like, cool. Embercleave our face? Nope, Rimrock Knight. Alright. Another Rimrock Knight. Alright. That's not good for us. That's pretty much the opposite of good for us. Alright, I guess we need... What do we need? Well, we got a land. So that's not bad. So we can a Crow in War to steal a thing. Set stops during our upkeep, so we could sacrifice stuff if need be. Very tempted to play Atris here. But I feel better taking this to minimize the damage to ourselves. Let's do that. It's probably wrong. It's probably more fundamentally correct to just save the Bonecrusher Giant, shoot that, then play one of these the following turn. But I'm just going to roll with it here. Though, you know, maybe I take the Fireblade Charger in some cases is probably a better choice. I mean, I'll block. Yep, shoot us. I mean, if they play their other Rimrock Knight, we're just going to sacrifice the Bolt Hound to kill the Rimrock. Alright, so let's target the opponent. We'll sack this one. We'll draw. That's cute. I think we're going to play this. Let's see what we find. This is not the way we plan to win, but, I mean, being at 5 and the opponent's down to effectively 1 card, because we know the Rimrock Knight doesn't do much. We're pretty well off, though we do know they have Bolt Hounds. However, we could sack the Rimrock Knight to kill a Bolt Hound, or even just shoot it with a Bonecrusher Giant. So I think we're okay, for the most part. I feel pretty good here. Could be a false sense of security. Ooh, Woe Strider. Why are you giving me a Woe Strider, opponents? Alright, I'm a sucker. I'll take a Woe Strider. Haha! Chose correctly. Alright, this could just be it, right? Shoot them for 2, go to 7. Shoot them for 2, go to 5. Go to attack for 3, put them to 2, and then sacrifice that. Yeah, even if they have something like an axe or something, we could just take that even. Torbran doesn't do anything here. Actually, Torbran's really bad for them, so we take Torbran and we just start sacking stuff for 4 damage. So yeah, I think we're solid here. That doesn't do anything, opponent. Probably wanted... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but I would have probably targeted my Atris. Yep. That's gonna be all she wrote. Because we can just take this. Attack with both. And then sacrifice. And I get some 1/1s for my trouble. Sadly, I think... I don't even know. I feel like we keep, and just hope to draw a land. Preferably an untapped one, so we could play what we need to on turn 3. Or if we get a tapped one on 2, that's fine, because then we'll still have 3 mana untapped turn 3. So either way, I will take a land here or an untapped land the following 2 draws. Not greedy deck. Take your chance. Take your time. Bring it to me how you must. I will take it. Fair enough. Delivering the bare minimum, but you know, I ain't gonna argue about it. Alright, we have an enforcer. Alright. This is gonna get a bit painful and complicated. I mean, I don't know if we have a realistic out here, truthfully. I mean, our bet's just going to be take a Thought Thief and hope that's enough. But I mean, if they have a backup Thought Thief, we're still dead. Because we've got nothing to do after that. Yep. Can't fetch that. Because that'd be the last card. Oh, no. We're actually 2 away still. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get blue so we can set this one on black. That doesn't help a lot, deck. That does not help a lot. I mean, I guess we'll try. Okay, we are able to get it. Sweet. You know, though, I don't even think we want to put stuff in the opponent's yard. That's actually bad for us. Silly as that is. Alright, so they don't have a counter. They don't have Thought Thieves. They must just have creature removal? But even then, they didn't even pause to be able to remove their own thing. Oh, must be Xera's Sand. Nope, not even that? What's happening here? I don't know what the opponent has right now, truthfully. I have 0 ideas. I mean, even Brazen Borrowers or something would make sense. And that's a narrative I could at least believe. Okay. I mean, I guess, as much as I want land. But I don't see Atris surviving. Don't mind this, because now even if they have something like Luris, get a land, get their Thought Thief back, we at least have some reasonable plays here. Ooh, Into the Story. Okay. What does the opponent want to do here? It's also weird, too. Like, do we want to keep Atris alive so we get a cheap tentative connection? Because, I don't know. Like, it's weird because it's very likely the opponent drew some type of counterspell with that many cards. But, you know, we could always be wrong. Okay, there's a Heartless Act. Would like an untapped land because they know we have Bone Crusher Giant already. I mean, I don't feel too bad. I mean, we don't have a ton of cards in our yard yet. We haven't been milled a bunch. We've mostly navigated this fairly well, I feel like. Just trying to figure out the best path here at this stage. I mean, I guess I'll put this on blue, though we don't have that many blue things. They know we have a Bone Crusher. They don't know we have a Woe Strider. So let's just go ahead and attempt this, which probably gets countered. Okay. This at least keeps pressure off of us, which is our big goal right now. Just let us drag this out, get to these later turns. This is kind of what we're aiming for. Another Enforcer, okay. Don't love that, but I get it. I'm gonna kill our Woe Strider. I mean, I couldn't blame them. Alright, that makes sense. That checks out. We're gonna no block that, I think. This is one of the few windows we're gonna have that are open. And then we'll pass. This at least somewhat limits the damage that can happen to us for a few turns. We'll block. Then we'll turn that into some lovely food. Another Enforcer, okay. Ooh. I was gonna do something else here, but that changes things. What is in the opponent's hand? Because wow, do I really want a Woe Strider here out of the yard. But this is really nice. So their creatures are just gonna die next turn anyway, so let's gamble. Okay, they didn't have it. Great. We don't have a way to get non-creatures out of our graveyard, so let's take out things that could hurt us with the Xerath Sand, I guess.
Fear triumphs this day.
I mean, we didn't quite get below 8. We got a long way to go. Alright, that Lofty Denial seems fine. No attacks. Their hand is now empty. They don't have any type of... Oh, I literally was about to say Castle Lockthwain. Gosh, dang it. Ah, boy. Sometimes. Alright, we're going to block. We are going to sacrifice this. Alright, those are going to go away. I am going to... I feel like for safety reasons, I want to just play this and leave a Bone Crusher Giant up. But really, if it's something that stops that, I don't think we really care. Same thing. Let's see what hurts us. 2, 3. I mean, we do have this, our own Null Priest here, so I don't want to get too crazy, I suppose. Did you get another counter? Looks like they did. Oh, they had exact... Oh, wow. Wow. Some days, man. Some days. Alright. Opponent's taking 2 damage. Playing a second Castle Lockthwing. Good on them. Alright. Doing some of our job for us. Alright. Well, we'll hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is now protected from Heartless Act because it has counters on it. So they're going to have to tap a lot of mana to use the Blood Chief's Thirst. Considering we got out-mana'd in this game pretty severely and out-carded, we're not doing too bad. And next turn, we don't have a red land, so we can't like Royal Scions and Bonecrusher Giant. But we can Royal Scions and leave mana up for Village Rites or something if necessary. Though I have to be careful. We are at 26 cards. I'm not sure. I was thinking like if we got a land, we may want to get an Atris back, but maybe that's not what we want to do. And we do have to manage our life total, so we have to be careful. We do have food, but we have to leave mana open to use that. Alright, gonna sack that and go digging for a card. Nope, they're not. They're just gonna sit tight. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Let's try this. I mean, this could be lethal. I mean, you didn't have a way to kill a Bow Strider then, so you probably don't have it now.
Bravery galvanizes any plan.
Heartless Act to remove some counters. Alright, that's legit. What if this is a Heartless Act, Heartless Act? Wait, they only removed 1? Why 1? Why would you not remove both counters? Alright, feels weird. Maybe they just misclicked. I don't know. I for real don't know here. Oh, they're gonna cling to dust? Dang it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so we still got a game here. Still got a game. Okay, just to manage our mana as best we can. I sort of want to leave this open. I need to get a red land is what I need to do, but I think I'm just going to do this. Oh, I forgot to give it first strike. All right, let's just do this. I think this is the plan. Then end the turn. So now I have this that has menace and pump it up, or I can attack with this. Then we still have 2 damage in hand, so if they take any extra damage here. Nighthawk, cool. We can take that. And that still wouldn't necessarily help them because they'd get First Strike and Trample. Ooh, they're going to Castle Locthwain. Go to 1. I guess they figure they can cling to dust if they need it. But even then, you got to deal with 2 creatures. So yeah, it should be game. Yep. Alright, I know I could have got food there, but in this case, we're just going to go ahead. Get a red land. Yep, that'll do it. Well, man, this deck is strange. It's definitely difficult to get right. You can win a lot of games. I feel like this actually has a decent shot against a large variety of decks. My concern would be when you're playing against the non-creature decks, it could be very difficult, you know, because you have a lot of cards that don't necessarily do anything to your opponent, right? Say you're playing against mono black control, you know, the blue whites control variants, like that could be very difficult when you're talking about cards like Claim the Firstborn doesn't do anything, you know, all your steal effects are kind of irrelevant. So then you really do need to have the sideboard to bring in your discard spells, your extra Skyclave Shades, you know, your stuff with Escape, just to give you those extra cards and those extra creatures to really kind of push through. So those matchups I think could be very hard for game 1, but otherwise, you know, this looks like a deck that can really hold up against a lot of things. You know, we got some solid wins there against some real decks, so don't feel bad about that. Man, it's a piece of work. It is something interesting for sure. I'm not even sure how to classify it. It's just Grixis pile. It does a little bit of attacking. It does a little bit of planeswalker-y thing. It does some sacrifice type things. It's got some escape stuff going on. Like, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place. But hey, it's a fun deck, and that's really what we look for a lot of times. Just, is the deck fun? Is it entertaining? And I think this one qualifies. So yeah, check it out if it looks like your type of deck. Because, you know, may not be for everybody, but it definitely fills a gap that wasn't there before. But remember, if you haven't, please, please, pretty please, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because that helps you out and that helps me out. So let's help each other. Also remember, if you want the latest version of this deck, you want to join us over in the Discord to chat about Magic, get some deck help, or if you just want to follow us over on Twitch or Twitter, or get any merchandise or visit my sponsors, all those links are in the description down below. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.